I bought a $100 S25 Ultra from TikTok shop that apparently has 2 screens, and in this video, we're gonna unbox it, test it out, and see if it's any good. Now, in case you don't know, you can find some wild stuff on TikTok shop, like a $700 Meta Quest for only $70, or a phone that looks like, well, this. So the box says it's an S25 Ultra and an S24 Ultra, so let's open it up and see what's inside. But alright guys, screen protector off, and it looks pretty normal from the front, but then flipping to the back, wait, oh, this is the phone that has a screen on the back. Dude, it's got dual screen, I think, and also, wait, what? It doesn't say warning, it says, warning. Alright, let's go ahead and take this back cover off as well. Alright, got that thing off, and the back feels like probably plastic here, and of course you can see our second screen here, which we'll test out once the phone is on and see what this thing can do. Hold on, hold up, no. Then of course I have our 5 cameras here that kind of emulate the S25 Ultra, and then the curvature of the phone itself though looks more like an S25 or an S25 Plus rather than the S25 Ultra. But anyways, let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see what it can actually do. Okay, finally turned on here, and it does appear we can go ahead and unlock this thing, and wow, it's not even factory reset. Hold on, oh no. Okay, so this thing came from China and it's already set up, so who knows what's on it? Maybe malware, maybe some spyware, maybe a virus. You've gotta be kidding me. I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed. I don't know, but we're gonna test this thing out and try to figure out what's going on here. And let's just start by scrolling around here. So we're gonna go ahead and scroll up, see what kind of apps are on this thing by default. So calculator, calendar, camera, all the pretty standard stuff, as well as a SIM toolkit app down here. And that reminds me, I don't know what carrier this is for. I don't know if it's for Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T. If it's unlocked, I guess we'll try to figure out later. And I should also mention, like above the punch out where the camera is here, the screen is just bad right above it. It's kind of blackish and just fading away. That's not very surprising. I've seen that on other phones before, but that's yeah, just something to point out here. But guys, let's open up the settings app here and see what kind of specs we're working with. So first of all, we'll check out our battery. We're at 97% right now, which is good. Looks like we have 64 gigs of storage here, and it looks like there's already some taken up by documents. What is taken up by documents? I don't see anything, but we have gotten some clarification that they're calling it an S24 Ultra, even though the box says S25 Ultra, so that, I don't know, man. Let's go back here and see what else is going on with this phone. Okay, so we're on Android 13.0, and it says we are up to date, which is definitely not correct. Android 13.0 is from a few years ago, but I guess we'll just deal with that for now. But yeah, let's go ahead and connect to the internet here and see if we can connect up and do just something on this phone. Okay, putting my password in here, and am I tripping, or is the button layout like really stretched out vertically? Like, you know, usually I feel like the buttons are a little bit wider and not that stretched out, but maybe that's just me. No, looking at a photo of an Android right now, yeah, they are definitely not usually stretched out that much. So I'm not sure what the deal with that is. I don't know if the aspect ratio on the screen is just really off or if it's, who knows, man. But let me try to log in here. Sweet, we are connected up here. Now, guys, let's start with a speed test because I'm very curious if, first of all, if the internet will work at all, and also like what kind of speeds we'll get. So we'll type in speed test here, and oh my gosh, this keyboard, I hate it. I have a gig up and a gig down on my network here. Now, I'm not gonna get that over wireless, of course, but just for comparison, let me show you my iPhone here, what kind of speeds I'll get on this bad boy. All right, guys, so I ran a speed test, and you can see here on the S25 Ultra, I got 72 down, 69 up, whereas on my iPhone on the same exact network, 5 gigahertz and everything, got 459 down and 266 up, so I should be a lot closer to this. So clearly the phone here just has a bad network card, bad antenna, probably a combo of both. Maybe something else going on too. Who knows, man, but yeah, this thing is definitely underperforming to start. Now, next up, let's go ahead and try to, I guess, sign in and maybe download some apps and see how that works. Hold on, wait. Watch this. Okay, so open the app up and look at that logo. Look how low res that logo on the screen was. That's that's just not great. And also the frame rate on this thing, when I move it around, wow, absolute garbage. The little labels down here are just straight up covering part of the screen. They look like they were made in Microsoft Word and just kind of copied and pasted in. We got beauty, video, picture, blur, pip. What is pip? And then filter. Are they not all filters? Let's try, I don't know. Let's try pip. Holy crap. I look like a freaking ghost, bro. What on earth? Look at that. My hand is as white as the freaking table. And the table's not even white. What is this? Let me do a little flipperooski here and see how my face looks. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's go off the pip filter and try just a picture. I mean, I guess you can call that better. That's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty awful. Try out a video next, because that's, I don't know, let's see if the video even works. What's good, my boy? This is, holy crap, I don't even know what to say. It's just like, colors are like flashing as a, just turn it off. Okay, also, what is this blur thing over here? Let's try that. It's gonna like blur the background, maybe? Yeah, that's weird. It's not even accurate because it's blurring part of my face right there. You can see that, that's hilarious. That's just truly awful. One of the worst photos I've ever seen in my entire life. Hold on. Look at this. The frame rate is so bad that like the camera looks wavy when I wave it back and forth. That's weird. I should also mention that there's clearly 5 camera lenses here, but I'm pretty sure that's the only real one up there. These 4 down here look like they're probably for decoration, as they like to call them, but yeah, that's, what do I say? But guys, let's go back, and we're about to download some apps, but one more thing I want to test out. We got to test out the Face ID and the fingerprint sensor on this, because I think it advertised the fingerprint sensor, so let's go ahead and find out if it works. And so first we'll try Face Unlock. We'll see what that does. What is this notification? Remind, you need to register your Face ID. Register now, and the confirm button's like almost sliding off the notification box there. I've never seen that before, but all right, let's try this out. Please bow. What? Hold on, did you see that? Please bow. Are you seeing that? Didn't work. Hey, it worked when I did that. Okay, let's see if this thing will unlock the screen now. Hey, it worked. Whoa. But let me try one more face on this thing real quick. You want to try your face on this and see if it unlocks? Oh, what? Disable face for 30 seconds. Okay, so that was interesting. It just saw Danny's face and said, nope, I'm canceling out for 30 seconds. So I guess it's accurate. Wait, also, what is this? Hold on. Do you see that? What is this unlock screen? Why is this so plain? I feel like it's always got something up here, right? Why is it just, it's just dead, but okay. Hold on, do we actually not have a fingerprint sensor here? Wow, I actually don't think we do. So usually if you don't know, I'll throw a clip on screen, but usually these things have fingerprint sensors, but you can just touch any part of your body to it and it'll just unlock no matter what you do, no matter what you register. So yeah, that's kind of wild stuff. But guys, next up, let's go ahead and actually connect up to the internet and download some apps and see what this thing can do. Okay, after painfully typing my password in with this stupid keyboard for 5 minutes, I think it's finally letting me sign in. Hold on, what is this? I gotta type in my 2-factor code here, which is whatever, but look at this keyboard down here. What is pause, wait, in, what is that? I don't think I've ever seen that before. They're using pause as a comma and wait as a semicolon? What is this keyboard, man? This is so jank. All right, here on Google Play, and I just swiped down my notification bar and was looking at some of these settings here. Noticed my mic access is available, which, kind of makes me wonder. I wonder if they had some default apps here recording me. Maybe not, but maybe. It's a non-zero chance. But all right, guys, signed in here. Let's start with YouTube and try to see how this thing can play YouTube videos, because usually it doesn't go so well. But we'll give it a shot. Also, you know what? We haven't tried out our stylus yet, so let's go ahead and we'll try out the stylus while we're playing YouTube here. And I should mention, normally on the S25 Ultra, there's a stylus that comes out the bottom somewhere on this portion here, and it's a small, thin stylus. And hold on, I forgot about the screen in the back. What is this thing doing? Hold on, hold up. No. Is it seriously just a picture? I thought it would at least light up or do something here, but no, I just flipped it to the back while our phone is on, and there's just nothing going on there. I mean, I saw those symbols there earlier, but I thought they would light up or do something, or maybe show something on the screen right there where it's black while I was doing something on the actual screen in the front, but no, it's just straight up nothing going on there. That's just a straight scam, dude. Holy crap, you gotta be kidding me. I've been tricked, I've been bamboozled, I've been led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived. What in the world, man? I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed. But anyways, guys, back to YouTube. We'll pull up something from recently. And of course, dude, the ad that pops up is a TikTok ad. So hear me out. They're either listening to me through the phone, like I just mentioned earlier, or that there's just some malware installed on this phone that knows to advertise TikTok, or I just got unlucky. You pick, but a little bit sus. Now I'll try to play the video here, and looks fine so far. Let me go ahead and try to rotate it, because usually it dies when I try to rotate phones like these, and yeah, okay, it was actually, I'd say fine. Let me see if scrolling through works. Nope, what, huh? It just froze, said offline, then back online, and now there's an ad. Another TikTok ad, actually, wow. That's not sketch at all. But it is working now, and the 10-second fast forward is working. Okay, that's, ooh, frame rate's bad on that though. Ooh, look at, ugh. Yeah, actually for the most part, I'd say it's fine. It's a lot better than what I've seen in the past, so I'll give it a pass there. But guys, let's go and download a game here. We'll download something and try to play and see what happens. So first up, Subway Surfers. Let's go ahead and try to launch that and see if this thing will run. And I feel like it's wait, what? It just crashed. Wait, hold on. It's just not booting. It just crashes every single time. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Wait, hold on. It's finally booted, dude. After about 15 or 20 tries, it's finally loading up. Doesn't bode well, but it's a good sanity test for just gaming in general. Let's see if it'll play at all. Okay, it's playing kinda, but it's hitching a lot. Oh my gosh, it's so slow. Okay, it's getting a little bit better now, but nah, not really. It's got a half-second delay every time I do anything. Okay, it's a tad better now, not quite as laggy as it was before, but still not very good, and just, slower than you want your phone to be if you're playing a basic game like Subway Surfers. So yeah, let's go back, and next up I want to check out the device info app, because that'll give us some more info about the device. And okay, so apps actually loading up, which is a good sign, but scrolling down, let's check out the display first. We have a 1612 by 720 display, which sounds reasonable based on just the layout of the screen, but it says it's 11 inches, which is clearly not correct. And the device here has some more conflicting info about S24 Ultra versus S25 Ultra. It actually says we're on Android 12 here. This said Android 13, which by the way, also it says there's no updates. Android 13 is up to date, except it's actually on Android 12, I think, or maybe some other overlay that they created themselves to like kind of trick you out even more. I don't know, man. That's super sketch. And CPU here, of course, is a MediaTek MT6762V/WB. Let me look that up and see how old it is, because it's probably like from 2017. Okay, a little later than I thought it would be. It's from 2021. Not recent in the least bit, but more recent than I thought it would be. And it says we have a 2 gigahertz clock speed with 8 cores, which may or may not be correct because, you know, who knows if that's telling the truth or not. And our battery here is 6,000 milliamp hours. It also appears we have 4 gigs of RAM here, which sounds about right. Now guys, last but not least, I wanted to try cell service on this thing to see what carriers work on it, but unfortunately I only have eSIMs and this phone does not support eSIM. But let me show you that even if I had a SIM card, it wouldn't work either, because so here on the side is our SIM tray. I have a SIM card removal tool, and I'll push my little tool in and it doesn't eject it at all. Like, what? Wow, it was like still stuck in there. I finally got it out, but it's got 2 SIM card trays and an SD card slot, so that's pretty janky. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to check out this video here where I got a suspiciously cheap iPhone 16e from eBay. It was really weird. Go check that out, and I'll see you guys next time.